we discussed about a Active Directory and a domain controller. As I said, what is an Active Directory? It is a directory service. Domain is a logical administrative boundary of users and computers. So devices in the network can be controlled by a domain controller in the domain. Okay, in the domain. So what is this Active Directory? If you take a server and install and configure Active Directory service or Active Directory domain services in it, it become a domain controller. So what are the services of this Active Directory? It maintain the database and it authenticate and authorize users when they log into the domain computer. What is the content of this database? Of your domain related users, groups, computers, resources, services. The Active Directory database has a name called NTDS.DIT. In this database, only our users, groups, computers, services stored. When users are authenticated, so our Active Directory service use a protocol called Kerberos and LDAP protocols. And I turn on my server. This is my server. I use a virtual machine. Sorry, not all control. Sorry. So it's a VMware workstation. Okay. So this is, we call it as a VMware workstation. VMware is a organization. Okay. Now it is under Broadcom. So earlier it is VMware only. Now it is comes under Broadcom company, Cisco Broadcom company. Okay. And this is the workstation is an application. With the help of this VMware workstation application, I can able to create a different virtual machines. Simple, here you can see I can create different virtual machine and I can install different types of operating systems. I can install Windows related operating system, Linux related operating system, any other operating systems also I can install. Okay. What is the purpose of these virtual machines, guys? I need for certain my practicals or for my testing my application or implementing certain types of applications. Okay. To teach people in a Linux environment or implementing my DevOps environment. So I'm doing I require multiple computers, but I cannot purchase, right? For server, I have to buy one server machine. For client, I have to buy another machine. For Linux, again, I have to buy another machine. For example, some practical required 3-4 Linux systems, then I have to buy 3-4 computers. It is become difficult for me, right? So what I do with the help of this virtualization, okay, and VMware workstation application, I create a multiple virtual machines. Inside, I install the operating system. In this virtual machine, I install Windows Server 2019. See, Windows Server 2019 data center operating system in this virtual machine. And I made this virtual machine and I made this server as a domain controller by installing ADDS. And it is also DHCP server by installing DHCP services. And also it is a DNS server. Okay. Of course, it is also having print server and iSCSI server also. Okay. Yeah. So this is, see, if I go to manage, add roles and features. Already I told how to make a server as a specific server by installing server related applications. What is a server operating system? We can install server related applications inside. It provides services through the network, different types of services, DHCP service, DNS service, Active Directory type services, web services like that. How? Either you install the related application or by installer configure the roles or features inside. Built-in roles and features also. Here it is, I installed already Active Directory domain services. And these are the certification, federation, lightweight directory, and right management services. Okay. This is DHCP, DNS, and print server also installed, and iSCSI server also I installed here. You can see here it is IIS web server. If I install it and configure it, and it is become web server also. If I install this deployment server and configure it, so I can deploy operating system through the network. If I install this service, Windows Update service, so I can update my machines in the domain. I can do update from the server directly. Okay, instead of getting update from the internet. Hyper-V virtualization environment it is. You can create virtual machines using this Hyper-V. Okay. So network policy and access, network remote access. This is for a VPN purpose. VPN, you can create you can make this server as a VPN server also. Okay. So like that, you can make a server as a specific type of server by installing and configuring built-in roles and features and applications or packages inside. Okay, that's the point of server. Second one is, as we said, about a users. As it is diagram, where is it is? Yeah. We don't create a users inside your client PC. I will create a users in the domain controller, log into the client. So here it is. This is my server and this is my client PC. It is Windows 10 Pro or Enterprise I installed here. We'll see that one later. So let it boot. Meanwhile, we will go to this. Go to the tools. Active Directory, users and computers. Active Directory, users and computers. The profile I added here. So this is desktop wallpaper group policy managed. I created a multiple users and groups inside my server. See, Dheeraj, Kiran, Neeraj, Priya, Roshni, Shiva. These are different users I created and groups also there. This is a HROU. Under HROU, one user is there. And this is some separate OU. Trainers. The trainers, soft skills trainer, Revant, technical trainer, Latif, and Madhu. Like this, I created a users inside of my domain controller. For now, this is my client. Okay. What I'm doing to is in the server, I'm going to add one user. Okay. I will take a simple name. Okay, I think it is a simple name. Sweta. Okay, I'm going to add new user. Okay, first name. And the last name. The spelling is correct or not? Karnati. Karnati. And Sweta is Wetha. Very good. So MS. So I given a name, but this is just a name, but actual login name is just Sweta only. Yeah, you can give all the caps or all the smalls, also no problem. Okay, this is the login name. You can log in like a sweta@contoso.com or contoso/sweta. Okay, so this is login name and this is just connection name. Next, so we have to give password. admin@123 admin@, just for now. Guys, what is this first option? What is that first option? It is user must change password at next login. User must change the password at next login. What is that meaning? When you join in an organization, so this is also an ITL process. You join in the organization. Okay. So what happened? Your HR knows you are joining, right? Administrator don't know you joined or not. Okay. So you join in an organization. So HR knows your details, right? Your user details means your name, full name, everything like email ID. He knows HR. What HR will do is send a ticket. I think you know already what is a ticket and service desk. It send a ticket to the system administrator, means who maintaining this server. Okay, to the administrator means actually she sent to the service desk. In the service desk, okay, in the service desk, who is the person in the service desk is take care of creating users is a system administrator. The ticket go to, again we'll redirect, we'll change this, send a ticket to the service desk, and the ticket it mention, so add a new user and give the user credentials, means username, password to the specific user with this email ID. Okay, so that is a ticket is sent to the service desk. So this ticket will be directly routed to the system administrator. What this administrator will do? Log into the server. System administrator take this ticket and log into the server. Add a user in the server. Add a user in the server means domain controller. And once user is created, and give these details to the user through the email. Okay, or some portal like that it will give, because he is a fresher, first only now only he joined. Okay, he do not have any resource to access, so then the personal email only he will send. This is your username, password, like that. Once he got the username and password, he log into his domain computer. Okay, the client is already in the domain. His laptop, whatever the laptop we assign to the user, is already having the domain connected laptop only or a desktop. So what he will do, he put his username and the password. But administrator had created a password. So he create either unique password or maybe a dummy password. A unique password or a dummy password means like a, so a specific password for user. So user should use only that password. Or a dummy password means the password is common for maximum for most of the people. So everybody is, maybe they know this is a common password. So when he log in the for first time, it has to be prompt like change the password for first time only. He log in with a dummy password, then immediately it will prompt change the password. Once user change the password, then it will allow to the login. Understand the process, guys? Can I explain otherwise?
Oh, got it, sir.
Got it? Okay.
Yes.
So what I have done, I received information that Sweta is joined today in the office. So let's see, I through the service desk. I got this information. So I add a Sweta details. Now I choose this user must change the password. 1 second. Okay. So what is this option? Why I select user must change the password at next login. It means I'm an administrator. I given a password to the Sweta as a dummy password. Admin at the rate 123. So when she log in for first time, the password has to be changed by the user. Next, finish. Now I created a user in the server. Got it, guys? This is I created server in the sorry, I created a user in the server. Okay. Next, I have to log in. Click on other user. See, sign into contesto.com. What is contesto.com? My domain name. You can see in this corner. This is my domain name. In this domain only, I created a user. Where is that user? Yeah, here it is. In this domain only, I created a user. I am the member of this server is also a member of domain called contesto.com. And the client is also a member of domain contesto.com. So sign into contesto.com. So I can give directly username and the password. In case you want to give a different way of giving a password. So you can give Sweta at the rate domain name. Sweta at the rate domain name. This is also you are giving username with the domain name. Sweta at the rate domain name. Sometimes for certain services, you have to specially mention your domain name. Okay. Or you can give in a SAM type of login, like also Sweta, like this also you can give. All are same only. But I'm giving directly Sweta and because of sign into domain. I'm not signing into this client BC. My username is not there in this client. My username is in the domain controller. Okay. So submit other user's password must be changed before signing in. Okay, because user must change the password. I given a dummy password to Sweta. So first time you see login, so it is showing password is correct, but you must change the password. Okay. So I'm giving new password. So same password only I add a capital A, D, M, A. Okay. So I'm giving this password. So earlier it is just admin that one. Password being changed. Very good. So automatically the changed password will be updated in the server. See, I didn't given this entire name right here. I given only Sweta. But when it is went for authentication to the domain controller, so it got the full name. It will take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to prepare the desktop. Okay. Because the Sweta is the first time she is logged into this client PC. In the client, Sweta profile is not created. User's profile is not created. So it will create, it will take time. What is meant by profile? The desktop environment. So where it is? If you take my system, the desktop environment, okay, built-in applications update. See, my in mine here, so you can go to this downloads. Okay, all these are profile data. So desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, videos, all these things stores in the specific under user. See, C drive, user. See my username. See, this is my username. In this username only, all my profile data stores. My application, saved data, my documents, downloads, music, somewhere pictures also there. Okay. Yeah, videos, saved games, OneDrive, my profile OneDrive, favorites, links. Okay. Pictures, everything, contacts. These are my profile data. If other user, different user is logging to my PC, for example, another user is logging here, see some Hari Prasad. Okay. If you log in, I cannot access other profile data. I can access my profile data, but I cannot access any other user's data. Same way, in this one, for first time, it is created a profile. Yeah, of course, this is our client. Finally, it is login. And this is a wallpaper is set by the server only. I will show the group policy part also. This PC, users. See, these are all different users. I showed them how to log in inside. Okay. Somewhere the view box. Chal, chal. Okay. So initially I log into this PC with Dheeraj, Kiran, Harshita, Neeraj, Priya, Roshini, student A, student B, to different users. This is Sweta. So when I open Sweta, this is the Sweta's profile data. If I try to open Dheeraj, I cannot access because I cannot access other profile data. Same way, in this PC, any domain user can log in, but when he log in or when she log in, their profile data only they can able to access. They can access the common data like a D drive data, E drive data, C drive data they can able to access, but the profile data means Sweta created something on the desktop. So other user cannot, like a Kalyana also log in here, but he cannot access the data. Okay. For example, this is a file this user is created. Other user log into the same computer, but this data which is in the desktop cannot be accessed. So one user's profile data cannot be accessed by other users, but both can able to log into the same computer because both are in the same domain. Domain users can log in, so obviously, but they cannot access others' profile data. Profile data. C drive data, D drive data, E drive data, they can access if they have a permission. By default, they have a permission. Okay, guys, understand? This is the user account. It's the screen is a bit smaller because very good. It is user. Okay, you go to the settings and you may not access change of settings and certain settings also. Yeah, see, it is not showing local, not showing local. Well, yesterday I showed one computer, right? So that is showing local user. Now it is not showing local, it is showing the user is belongs to the conteso.com. It is a domain user. User is domain user. Okay. The user is the domain user. You can try go to the control panel. Of course, you can't change any settings or installation or uninstallations. You cannot do it because you are a user, not an administrator. Go to user accounts. Okay. Go to user accounts. See, it's not showing local or administrator or anything. It's showing conteso/Sweta. The user is belongs to the conteso.com. It is the local. That's a profile type. It is. That's a different thing. Okay. Yeah, you cannot change anything. Like you make changes, I've set it only to show. Yeah. When I try that one, see it is showing user account control settings. You must give administrator user name and password. You cannot change settings. Who can able to change? Domain administrator can able to change. Any settings you want to change, domain administrator can be changed. ncpa.cpl. Last time we see the IP address, right? So this is I got an IP address here. Okay. I want to change. I click on properties. See, immediately it is throwing this one because you cannot see the properties. You cannot change the IP address. If you want to change, only domain administrator can change. Okay. So, guys, understand what is meant by domain controller? That part I said. User created here, log into the client. And who is authenticate? Domain controller. Understand this part?
Yes, sir.
Very. And here it is. I told one point in the domain controllers. Here it is. We can enforce various types of settings. Desktop related setting, network related settings, application related settings. Okay. So different types of settings you can enforce from your domain controller to the clients also. Here I put a setting that is this wallpaper setting. Okay. I will show you in my domain controller. So where is this wallpaper folder? So here I defined different wallpapers. It's not showing. Okay, I told which wallpaper has to be delivered to the client. Okay, so how I done? So I will show you this. Here it is. Go to the tools and group policy management. We can do lot of restrictions like user account policies, lockout policies. So for example, you forget the password. You forget the password and you type the password one time, two time, three time. Three times you're given a wrong password. Account should be locked. But how to apply that one? In the domain controller, we have a group policies. In that one, you have to configure if a user is tried more than three times, the wrong password, lock the password. Okay. The password expiries also you can do it. Okay. So like you do not make a user to create data on the desktop. Like that you can create it. So guys, this is my desktop wallpaper policy, which is I created. This is IE restriction policy, and this is printer policy. Okay. So Here it is. What is this desktop wallpaper policy I created? You can see. So in the policy, I mentioned users desktop. Okay, this policy is enabled. Okay, so user use this wallpaper. It is shared in the server. Okay, user must use this wallpaper. In case you have some other idea, like I want to give different um, uh, pictures than the existing one. Now current one is, if you see, the current one is 7 layers of YSL. Okay, I want to give different um, wallpaper here. Either I can draw or I can take it from here. This is look like good. Not picture. We can do it. Why it is not copying? A domain picture also there. Well, this is good. Why this one? What happened to this? Try screenshots. Last time I copied lot of things. Okay, I will draw. So it is not listening to me anyway. Okay, I'm going to try a new picture. Picture. It got freezed. I tried a lot of things now, so it got freezed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now can edit. Okay. So this the canvas either it should be set as per our client desktop, either little less or more is also okay. Okay. So like this can go to 1366 into 768. Okay. I think this is enough. Okay. Then I will draw some picture, right? Like this. Great. Some big headings like this. Avantis Solutions India Private Limited. Okay. Okay. So we'll remove this. I will put it in a orange color. HCL batch. I don't give like this. I will give simple Hyderabad. I put Hyderabad is in a blue color, green color, anything you can put it. Okay. You can do anything. One more. And higher multiply. Okay, simple. This is my wallpaper. Anything you can put it and just save it, or you can do the save as also. Save it. Its extension is BMP, and I'm going to rename so as wall3. Okay, the name is wall3. So I'm mentioning this name to my group policy. Here it is. Here I put the last one. Remaining are all same. Wall3 dot jp. Sorry, BMP. Okay, and I can say like this. This is center or fill, fit, span, stretch, style. Like that, I can also do it. Apply. Okay. So I set my wallpaper to the client, but I have to go to client, right? I didn't go to client. I set my wallpaper to the clients from my server only using under group policy settings. Under group policy settings. So this is my group policy and it is already linked. So what I'm going to do is I will remove this policy here. Delete the policy. So link the policy to the users and computers who are in the IT support. So I link the policy to this IT support OU users only, not to everyone. So next time you don't get confused. So who are there in the IT support? In the IT support OU, all these users and the groups will get this policy setting. Okay. So then finally find the refresh button. Refresh any changes. I refreshed it and also update. So server side I have done. Then client is still using same. So ADMIN, right one. I changed the password, right? Yeah. It is still getting the older one only. So how to get out the new one? How to get a new one? The policy is under user. So either I should restart my computer. Either I should restart my computer or sign out, sign in from the computer. So then the policy will be applied. Okay. So when the policy will applied, either user is freshly login or restart or maybe log out login. That time only the policies will be applied. Not when user is working, the policies won't be applied forcibly. I'm checking like can I get updated policies from the server or not? If it is getting updated successful, then we have to sign out and sign in. We don't do restart here because depends upon the policy I created. So that's not required restart. Guys understand where I created the policy in the domain controller and in there I told give this wallpaper to the client PCs. In case wallpaper is not exactly as the client desktop environment, the client shows the black screen. So sign out from the client. Still it is not showing. Why it is taking long time? Not, it won't update also. Both server and client I didn't connect it to the internet. Both are in the private network. Anyway, I came to the client. Again, I'm logging with the Sweta, and the new password. See this? Guys, got it? I didn't change anything in the client because if you want to change anything in the client, you need administrator permission. I didn't do picture here. I didn't done anything here. Simply I sign out and sign in. But I created this picture and save the picture in the server. And from server, I give this picture as a desktop wallpaper to the client. So this is what group policy means. Not only this, lot of things, settings we can apply to the client. Guys understand? So what I have done on the server and client, domain controller and client. What is meant by group policy purpose? Tap in. Santosh B came. Yes, tell me something. You understand, or I can explain it again? Or you want any other example?
Got it, sir.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So you can enforce those things also. What I'm trying to say, just I got one point, but I forget. So I created a user there, and the user is logged into the client. And I created a picture, and I deploy that picture. Means using group policies, I give those desktop wallpaper setting to the client. Yeah, the last one. Guys, here it is. Again, we'll come back to the service desk. See, here is a user. This is a user, right? This is a Sweta user is there. This user forget the password. So one small example, then we will close the both the machines. Okay. So what happened? Sweta forget her password. She changed the password she is using for day, but after few days, password is compromised. Maybe the password is compromised, or maybe the password is she forget the password. She log out from the PC and forget the password. Okay, so we'll go to this one. Sign out. Okay, so what happened? So after sign out, or maybe after a few days, she changed one or two times of password and forget the password. We given the password wrong and password is incorrect. Try again. Okay, she given wrong password. So what Sweta has to do? She is a user in the organization. So she is a user, forget the password. So what happened? Create a ticket. Raise that information. Either you go to directly to the service desk, or maybe telephone, or maybe that service desk related web portals, or maybe through web mobile applications also there for the different service desk softwares are there, depends upon the organization. Log into it and create ticket. I forget my password. This is my username and I forget my password. And where it is goes, it go to the service desk. And in the service desk, which department has to do this one? The administrators department. Administrator department will get this ticket. Okay, the administrator again log into the domain controller. So search for the where is the user and which user is which departments is related to IT support, go to IT support OU and find out the user and change the password. The domain controller will change the password and inform to the service desk, yeah, password change successfully. This is the password. And that password will go to the user and user check and try to log in with the password. Successful, change the password and tell thanks for your support. And the ticket will be closed. Okay. So what I said, user forget the password. Information via service desk, it went to the administrator. Okay. System administrator got the ticket from the service desk. What service desk person? Okay. So what is the administrator will do it? Go to users and computers. You go to users and computers. Find out where is the user. Okay. So a user department is related to IT support, for example. Okay. Refresh. Yeah. Why this is the corner icons are changed? The corner icons must be show like this only. Okay. Yeah. This is the user. Right click on the user and reset the password. Reset the password. Or you can double click, open the properties of user. Right click properties also. You can see the properties. You can fill all of things like addresses, account information. If user is locked, I said now, I given a count 3 times. User try to give the wrong password. Okay. You forget the password 3 times, given the wrong password. Password is locked. User is locked. He cannot log in. You can unlock from here. Okay. You can unlock from here. Okay. You can set user must change the password at last login kind of stuff. And you can define which system the user can able to log in. All computers or specific computer. Logon hours. You can specify the user from which time to which time the user must be login. The user cannot be login before and after also. Like so a lot of things we can able to do it from here. Yeah, what I said, the point is user forget the password, administrator find the user, reset the password. Then give the new password. I'll try my old password again because password history setting is also there. You cannot give old passwords. Okay? Cannot give old passwords. So like that password history is also there. But I try with the old password, what will happen, you will see. And user must change the password again. Okay. So either I can enable it or disable it. That's the option. Okay. So I said user must change the password because the password is user forget it, but she will has to create a new one because I given a new dummy password to login. It is accepted my old password for changing purpose. Now again come to Sweta. We'll try to log in with Sweta's password. Admin @123. Just login. Still login. It has to change the password. It should not be login. We'll wait. Yeah. But something has happened. Where is the desktop wallpaper? Because server not connected properly. That's the desktop wallpaper is not done. Okay. Go to other user. Right. The password is incorrect. Now it is showing incorrect password. Okay, with the old Sweta password, it is not working now. So administrator change the password, right? Administrator change the password. Now I'm giving administrators given password. Administrator given a password to Sweta. Now user must change the password before login. Okay. Then I'm giving new password. I should not give same password as earlier, but I will try. What is it? Admin at the rate 123. Admin at the rate 123. But if now it is showing it is unable to update the password. The value provided the new password does not meet length, complexity, history requirements of the domain. Actually, same password as earlier, it is given. So I have to change. So new password has to given, like not a capital A admin at the rate 123. I have to give differently. So again, capital I am using. In this time, I will give hash 123. I'm giving hash 123. Okay, hash 123. Earlier it is at the rate 123. Now it is hash 123, new password. Okay. Now password is changing. The user will log in. Password change. Click OK. Welcome. So three tasks I told, three things I showed. One is I created a user in the domain controller, log into the client. I create a policy, that is, I didn't show entire policy setting part, but I showed the wallpaper at a client, and here it is, I log in. Actually, it has to show again. Why it is not showing? Is any problem? Okay. Then also I showed how to change the password of users from the domain controller. I change the password in domain controller. So then the user's password is changed. The next time user is trying to log in with the old password, it won't work. Again, new password has to be used. User maybe forget the password. User password is 42 days validity. Every user password is 42 days validity by default domain settings. After 42 days, password will be expired. So it has to be make sure that user must update to the new policy within the 42 days. Users must change his password. User not change the password, again problem will occur. So after 42 days, user cannot log in. Ask the administrator to change the password. Administrator change the password with a dummy, and again you have to log in and change the password. Okay, so that is what I am trying to say. Let's understand all the three things. Yes. Very good. Hash 150. So this is a simple. If in case your profile is like maybe in a future, if you are working in the server environment, Windows servers, user administration kind of stuff, this is what we are getting. Okay, very basically. Okay, so like a L1 support, user changing passwords kind of stuff is L1 support. Why it is this group policy not updating? Yeah. For now, I'm going to shut down both the systems. Yeah, we can shut down our client from the server also possible. But that is again the old style uh, command related one. Because these systems are become very slow. Yeah, that's it for thing, guys. What is the domain? What is the client? Kind of stuff. Okay. Take a break. Meanwhile, I will shut down these machines. Then we will discuss DHCP server. Then we'll discuss the DNS server today. So then it will be completed. Come back by 4:10. So 15 minutes break. Come back by 4:10. Yeah, I will stop the record.